This is the fourth guided math small group practice with Mrs. McElveen. Today we're going to work on another problem that might have more than one step. The first thing that I'm going to do is read the problem. The table below shows the number of tickets sold to different events at the county fair. I'm going to spend some time with this table to really make sure I understand what the information is telling me. Event tickets sold, they're at a county fair. That makes me think of the Herndon Festival that happens every year, that there are all sorts of different things you can go to and sometimes you need to get tickets to do it. I see different events: a dog show, craft booth, whirly ride, Ferris wheel. And then the number sold, that's going to be the number of tickets that were sold. And I see lots and lots of different numbers. What was the total number of tickets sold for these 4 events? I'm going to go back and reread, just make sure I understood everything. The table below shows the number of tickets sold to different events at the county fair. So again, that's like a festival, different things that you can go to. At the Herndon Festival, there are lots of different rides and craft booths, and you definitely have to buy tickets for the rides. So this table shows me what the different events are at this fair and how many tickets were sold for each event. The question is, what was the total number of tickets sold for these 4 events? So I have some important things to pay attention to. Total number of tickets for these 4 events. Let me think through the problem. This way I really know whatever I come up with to do to solve the problem, I'm on the right track. Remember to pause as you need to copy down the example from this I do portion of guided math practice. So there's numbers of tickets. There's the dog show. I'm just going to put DS. Craft booth. Whirly ride. Ferris wheel. I know these are all tickets. I'm going to put ticks for short. And then it asks me for the total, which means I need a bigger number. Usually it means I need to multiply or add. I'll have to decide. So total tickets for 4 events. That's all 4 things I want to know the total. So I have those 4 numbers. If I'm really thinking through this, I could draw a picture. I could have a giant Ferris wheel. And I know that was 1,415 tickets. A dog show. Don't pay any attention to my dog drawing. There's his ears. The dog show, 2,260 tickets. Craft booth, I'll just do like a paintbrush. Or kind of a fork, maybe, but let's call it a paintbrush. 3,031 tickets. And then the whirly ride, maybe that's just one of those things that kind of goes around in a circle. 928 tickets. These are all different numbers. Let me scoot that up a little bit for you. I can't multiply them because I don't have the same number of something that I need to find out how much is all together. I have different numbers, so I need to add them. I have 4-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers, so I really need to be careful with my addition to make sure I line everything up. It is addition. It doesn't matter what order I put the numbers in, but it does matter that I need to carefully put everything in the correct place value. So maybe I'll arrange them least to great, or greatest to least. Craft booth 3031. I'm going to check that off up here to make sure I get every single number. Dog show 2,260. Ferris wheel 1,415. Whirly ride 928. I'm going to add them all. I'll estimate, just to make sure that my answer is reasonable, 3,031 is in between 3,000 and 4,000. That's about 3,000. 2,260 is between 2,000 and 3,000, but closer to 2,000. 1,415 between 1,000 and 2,000, closer to 1,000. 928 would be between 900 and 1,000, but I'll call it 900. It's closer. 2 and 1 is 3, and 3 is 6. So probably about 6,900 tickets were sold. Let's see what it is exactly. If you have, if you're allowed to use a calculator, you can check your work with a calculator. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 8 is 14. I regroup the 1. Oh, 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 6 is 10. I like when I can make 10s. 11, 12, 13. Let's see. There's a 1 and a 9. That's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is 6. 7,634. I'm going to double check that I did this correctly by adding them a different way. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 1 is 14. Regroup. 1 and 2 is 3, plus 6 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Regroup. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 9 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Regroup. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I'm pretty sure that is the correct answer. 7,634 tickets were sold to all of the events, which is not that far off from 6,900 tickets. 6,900 is almost 7,000. I rounded these to a lower number. I didn't shove them and push them up, so I'm a little less. My estimate's a little less than my actual answer. Use this model as you work on the we do and the I do. Notice for the I do this week, you have another chart. In order to solve this correctly, you need to really understand what the chart is talking about.